best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Hoke Show.
All right, everybody. Hey, we're live here at Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. I've got to go a little bit of a golf voice here. The players are right on top of us over here. Darren Stabinsky might hit me with a frying pan or something, so I got to be careful. Hoke Show, live, Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open main event going on. Nate Dowland on the other side of
What's going on?
Across country there in beautiful, stunningly amazing Sin City, Las Vegas. How you doing, Nate? What's going on?
Fantastic. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing all right. And right now, 135 players are doing okay, too, as they're trying to chase down some big bucks. Big bucks. Dude.
Big bucks.
Of course, a minor story. This is nowhere near what happened the last time, but this main event did miss its guarantee by about 22 entries, or 24, I guess, technically. So these guys did get a little bit of an overlay in the prize pool, so congratulations to them.
More money into the poker economy is always welcome.
Yes, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot of coin on the line, and I'm going to pull those numbers up for you in just a second, because we, of course, are $2 million guarantee. Top prize in this puppy, Nate, are you ready? $480,200 to the winner.
Oh, wow. And Michael Mizrachi's still in there?
There's a bunch of big guns in here.
Boom.
So breaking down your prize pool, we're going to have the top 63 are going to get paid in this one. Bottom, of course, buy-in was $3,500. Bottom payout, $6,800. And then we go 78, 88, 98, 11, 14, 19, 26, 38, 55, 73. As we're getting into the final table there, 6th place, 91,000, 5th place, 110, 4th, 138, 3rd, 170, 2nd, 270, winner, $480,200. The only number, by the way, Nate, in this entire group that is not an even number is first place.
It's first place.
It's first place. They get an extra $200. Maybe they'll take that $200 and give it to number 64.
Nah.
Yeah, that would be kind of insulting, but yeah, a lot of great players still left in this thing. We'll give you some information from yesterday as it stacked up. 224 players started off here on day 2. Your chip leader at the time after both days, Elliot Zeidman, otherwise known as the Comrade, from Coconut Creek, led the way, 287. Preacher, otherwise known as Ken Tepakti out of Sunrise, Florida, was your day 1B chip leader, 249, followed by Jacob Baisley, Donald Lane, and ZV Malik. Mr. Malik had a fun table last night. Of course, I was covering the event, and actually, no, that's not him leaving, I don't think. But a fun table last night. 4 guys were stacked up around 150,000, including Matt Glantz, and I mean, that table just ended up loaded last night. Nick Eunice, I believe, was on that table. Pretty wild one, to say the least. So a lot of chips ended up on that table as they finished up yesterday. Some of the notables that got through, Kevin Stamen, who is, of course, the WPT champion from last season. He is still in the tournament right now. He bagged 217. Stamen had a really good night. Let's run down through some of the other notables. Anthony Zeno in there. Boston. Last night bagged 186. Mike Dentale, 165.5. Nancy Birnbaum, 164. Andy Filichak, remember he was a runner-up for a bracelet this last year, 157. Let's run down. Matt Glantz bagged 150. 800. Matt Waxman was still in there. Mikul Pahuja playing right in front of us right now. Chance Corneth bagged up 138. Jason Mercier was out. Jared Jaffe was at 138 to start. I'm looking around to see if he's still here. But we don't have a lot of tables in play yet. Just going down the list, for Jaka made it through. Randy Ole was through. Hyung Wang who of course won a Borgata event. Was doing well yesterday. Let's see. Daryl Fish was bagged. I mean, a lot of great players bagged up yesterday as this tournament rolled on. And once again, we are now down to 135 players left. And just sitting in front of me, far to table right next to me, Makol Pahuja. In front of me, Darren Stabinski, who won an event here in this series and had a runner-up finish. Jared Ludeman is in front of me. Nick Eunice is in front of me right now. Tom McCormick, the Bison guy. I don't know if you guys saw that on the blog. Did you see it on the blog?
Nah.
North Dakota State graduate, baby. Wearing sporting the NDSU colors on the hat.
Wow.
He's hanging around. Kevin Stamen right there. David Levy and Matt Glantz sitting next to each other on their table. Looks like they've cleaned a couple people out. And some other ones flying around here. Alan Kessler was in. I haven't been able to see him, believe it or not. Haven't heard him either because I've been over at the table. Michael Mizraki was in there, but the tables are starting to dwindle down here as these guys are getting closer and closer to the money, and a shot at $480,200. Kaboom.
That's a lot of money, man.
It's not bad.
That's why we play this game right here.
Yes, sir. So $3,500 buy-in on this one.
Two.
And these guys are chasing that title. By the way, of course, also, by the way, going on, I'm going to say by the way about 14 times. By the way. By the way, there's something going on. What's going on, by the way? Oh, sweet Jesus. I'll tell you. I occasionally have my days over here. And I'm going to tell you why I'm a little off in a minute. It's a cute little story. But the Poker Night in America guys, are playing right now. They had an extra day of taping. And they have a game going on over in Paradise Live. And by the way, that is open to the public. So if anybody wants to come over and watch the tapings, you're more than welcome to come over and watch, which is pretty cool. Here's your group that is playing right now. Of course, that got disrupted a little bit because of all the guys that managed to bag chips yesterday. Mizraki was supposed to be over there. He bagged. Glantz was supposed to be over there. He bagged. Noah Schwartz was in there too. I think he bagged up. I mean, a lot of players still in this thing. But they got a pretty good group over there. You've got Jean-Robert Ballon. Sean Deeb is over
JRB?
there. What? Yeah, Broke Living JRB. Sean Deeb is over there. Michael Locke. Ken Aldridge. Of course, Ken Aldridge, I don't know if you remember him from the World Series or not, but Aldridge won a bracelet back in the 70s, if I remember correctly. It's been like 30-some years since he won a bracelet. Had that deep run this last year at the World Series. Matt Russell is over there. Matt is a guy I got to play against. He won an event here in the last series. And is over there hanging out, causing trouble. Especially this lady right here is causing more trouble. And she never comes over and hangs out. It just walks away. You can come on here anytime.
Just walks away.
You know that. Gavin Smith is over there, and Gavin has been drinking heavily.
That's drinking lightly for Gavin.
Now, Gavin has apparently been on a roll since he got on the planes early this morning. He was coming down from Alaska, so I don't blame him. Alan Richardson is over there, and Matt Affleck. And for the moment, your starting group over there on Poker Night in America. So that should be a pretty good taping on that one. And Gavin tried to...
I can't wait for that ladies event.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. That'll be taping on Tuesday. So we're looking forward to that. Boy, I'll tell you what, I can't believe this series is almost over. Wrapping up a final table broadcast. It's going to be live streamed here on Wednesday. And also, of course, they'll be... putting that on Fox Sports 1. So that'll be get broadcast later on down the road, too. But the boys over there, I believe David Tuckman is going to be doing some live stream broadcast. Chris Hansen is going to be flying around. I think he's coming in later today.
Chris Hansen, originally the Heartland Poker Tours commentator.
That is correct. So
I really like Chris. He's a great guy.
So Chris will be hanging around here as well. Got to see Nolan Dalla and Todd Anderson today. Great setup that they got over there in the Paradise Live, too. Beautiful facility, and they're going to have a good time with those tapings over there. So if you're around and you want to come up and see any of these, you know what you do? Just come on over to Paradise Live. That's it. And you can spend some time here.
And you don't have to watch the TV episode. You'll already know what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're going to be doing the rest of our shows from over there. starting tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be there. I think we're going to stay at the 3:30 time slot, and then we're going to do pull a double show on Tuesday. It's ladies' night, and it's my daughter's birthday. So in honor of all those wonderful ladies, we're going to do 2 shows over there. We'll probably start around 1 and 6. So should be having
Eastern, Pacific?
Eastern time.
Eastern
time. When you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. So we are on Eastern time on those shows. But it should be an awesome time over there. We'll get to talk to some of the ladies over there. And, of course, the poker night team, a lot of great guys there. Nolan Ladal will be hanging around. So should be a couple of good shows a few good shows Monday and Tuesday. So make sure you guys tune in there. All right, and once again, more and more players kind of dropping out here as these tables continue to break and break. Closing in on the money. So that's cool.
And $480,000. How nervous are you if you're the chip leader right now, Mark?
I'm not
or how
nervous.
confident are you? Are you nervous? Are you confident?
Still,
you're so close, but there's so far to go before that $480,000 is there.
It's a long way to go.
Is that the nervous point when you're playing for that much money? Is that what's going to make you sweat?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, there's such a long way to go yet. I mean, I don't think you can really, honestly start thinking about it until you really get down to the final 27 players or so. I mean because you're even looking at you're looking at the rest of the payouts. Let me flip to that section here. I mean, even if you're in the top 27, that's where you just even start getting into a 5-digit payout, and you put in 3,500 at least, and we know a lot of guys in here have fired multiple bullets, to say the least. I know a few players have dropped a few. How about empty the canister to stay in this tournament? So.
Emptying the canister.
Yep. But these guys, certainly, up, and we're still 135. Sorry, I thought we saw a big number jump there. But yeah, we're looking around, and I'm seeing. Yeah, we got. I think they're breaking on the far side over there. So we got about 17 tables in play at this point. And we're in the ballroom. They'll be moving over to the poker room, by the way, tomorrow, I think. So Tuesday, they'll be clearing out here. So I think it's one more day of play in here, and then we go to the poker room. But man, I'll tell you what a beautiful facility this is, Seminole Hard Rock. I mean, we just been having such a blast down here, and we want to thank you for joining us on the show. By the way, football going on, Nate. I got to mention that.
Football.
There's some games going on today. We're, of course, 2 giant projection screen TVs as we're watching the Pittsburgh Steelers get mauled right now. Ouch.
Aw.
35-13 on that. We got Carolina getting destroyed by Minnesota. Oh, God. How do you do that?
Did Ray Rice play today?
He has not signed a contract yet, as far as I know. I don't think anybody's signed him yet. Somebody will, though. They will.
Oh, absolutely.
Why wouldn't they?
Look at the dog killer. He doesn't deserve to have his name said. I just won't do it.
Let's see.
But it rhymes with dick.
St. Louis is destroying Oakland. It looks like Oakland got pretty cocky after their last win. They're down 45-0. Cincy and Tampa Bay at 14-13 right now. Wow, the New York Giants, they haven't mailed it in, have they? Down 22-21 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big game going on. Baltimore and San Diego. That is a huge game. I don't know if you looked at the schedule at all, but it's a really that AFC North and the AFC West are going to end up with 5 teams in wild card contention. And I
am really rooting for the Patriots today. Tom Brady's just such a handsome man, Michigan man, and I'm totally rooting for them because that will propel my Lions into first place in the NFC North, undefeated in the division, by the way.
Well, good for you. Well, we'll see about that one. That one's coming up later. But Baltimore's up in San Diego, Buffalo up on Cleveland. Houston blowing out Tennessee, and the Colts have welcomed the Washington Redskins into Indianapolis with open arms and lead 42-24. So a big one coming up, Denver, Kansas City, New England, Green Bay this afternoon. There's two huge games. And a game of division leaders as Arizona takes on Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta...
Why do you giggle?
Because Atlanta doesn't really count. I don't count a 4-7 team as a division leader, but I guess technically they are. At least until this game's over, because Pittsburgh is just laying an egg today. Wow.
It's legitimate.
It
They're
is.
the division leaders.
They are at the top of the division.
Doesn't mean that their division is leading.
Oh, God, that is just such a pile of patheticness. It really is. Wow. Let's see, what else? So that's what's happening at the moment here at Seminole Harbor. But like I said, we got a couple of guests are going to be stopping by when they hit the break here in about a half an hour. McCool Plahuja is going to stop by. It'll actually be his first time on the show.
Oh, we've had his brother on though.
I've had Vinny on a couple of times. Vinny's awesome. So so we'll have McCool on here, and then Nick Eunice is going to stop by, and the number one ranked player in Chile, all time.
Chile.
And
how many players are in Chile though? As many as in Delaware?
No, I'm sure it's more than that. And of course, the man that absolutely spanked me down here heads up for the charity series of poker tournament. So he was the winner in that one, and Nick has a big pile of chips over there. Nick's looking good.
He knows he can take it down.
I know, that would be fun. Yeah, and there's Alex Bulletin. Hadn't seen Alex, but there he is as well. And
so they don't have like a Chip Me Up application down there or anything where if they can jump on and tell us what they're doing?
No.
How they're doing?
No, but if you want to get all the information that we can get, Alex is sitting here right here at the table. I mean, that's terrible. What a good table we got sitting here, man. Whew. Darren, Jared,
We got to
Nick,
find Kessler.
and Alex all banging it out here. Well, I'm not going to hunt down Alan Kessler, but if you want to, by the way, if you want to see a great quote that Alan Kessler threw at me last night, check it out at shrpo.com. That's a tournament blog where all the information is going out on this series. You can find out who all the past champions were here this time around, and of course, so much other stuff going on. So check it out at shrpo.com, and of course, get on that Twitters. You can do that
on
too.
The Twitters
at SHRPO, right? And of course, hashtag SHRPO. So just kind of looking around here. Mike Dentale lost 150K pot. Then ground back
That's a
up,
big
busted
pot.
somebody, and went back up to 300K. So that's going to put him towards the top of the big board. Just looking at some of the other ones here. Jake Baisley was one of the leaders. Lost half his stack, then built that back up. So everybody's kind of rebounding here after some tough starts to the day. But it's been pretty interesting. Good buddy Dave Inselberg, by the way. I don't see him, but he reported an hour ago that he was at 160K going into the first break. So, boy, I'll tell you what. We can have a really fun final table.
There's a lot of people in there that I'd love to play with.
Oh, man.
That's for sure.
I think one thing that's very interesting, I know the play down here tends to be pretty hyper-aggressive. I mean, these guys really are go big or go home. But there are a lot of great players that we have seen throughout this series and, last two that we've been down here. I mean, a lot of great talent. I mean, like one of the guys in front of me right now, Darren Stabinsky, has just been fantastic. And, of course, the first and the second in this series. So he's been doing very well and really impressed with his play. Really impressed. One of the steady players here, doesn't get crazy. Plays smart. I mean, very impressive. And hopefully a guy we'll end up seeing more out of as, on the national circuit because he's one tough son of a gun, I'll tell you what. And really nice guy, too.
When are you going to have him on?
Well, we might try and grab Darren later on. He's sitting right here, so if somebody stiffs me, maybe I'll pull him up. By the way, Angel Vu is also stacking some chips. She's on the far side over here. There's another one that everybody better watch out for. She hasn't been playing very long, and she's already picked up a couple titles in the Seminole Hard Rock Series, including winning one, knocked off Darren Stabinski earlier in this series. So, and she's doing well over there. So looking forward to see how this field whittles down a little bit, and we'll be able to keep an eye on it as time goes on here over the next couple of days. But I'll tell you what we're going to do, Nate. Right now, I think we'll step back. We'll take a break.
Good idea.
Try and get a little more information about what's going on, talk a little more poker, and have some fun. Hang on just a second.
Yeah, hang on. All you listeners, just hang on for a minute. Hang on.
Sorry, camera. That was what I was trying to prevent the camera getting bashed. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bondorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here at Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Main event going on right now. I'm Mark Hoke. It's my show. Yeah, I was going to introduce you, Nate. Jeez. What, do you think I forget about you? Here's our mystery voice. Oh, Nate Dallin here, of course, co-host on our show on KLAV.
So excited, Mark.
I know. $480,200 on the line today.
Oh, so wish I was there.
Of course, this won't be getting settled for a while, as this thing does not wrap up until Wednesday. That's right, kids. Wednesday, live streamed by the Poker Night in America team.
That's a lot of money on the line.
And a lot of superstars still left in this field, and a lot of great players from the area, too. I mean, geez, just this table in front of me, Stabinski, Ludeman, Bolatine, and Nick Eunice, all right in front of me. And Nick's stack just grows and grows. That's exciting.
I am rooting for my teammate, Blue Shark Optics player, Team Pro, Nancy Birnbaum, is down there, still in the fight.
Yeah, well, I actually have an update on Nancy in a second. Of course, if you go to shrpo.com, you can check out everything that's going on down here. DJ McKinnon is in this tournament, too, by the way. And there is the most evil picture of DJ I think may have ever been taken. He just looks like he is ready to go all Chucky on somebody.
What's all Chucky?
Go at shrpo.com and you'll find out.
All right.
He does. It looks like he's going to go Chucky on somebody. Nancy Birnbaum has been moved to a new table.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Uh-huh. Not until you hear this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
She's now sitting with Noah Schwartz, Ellie Alezra, Tristan Wade, Gregory Marcus, Mike Beasley, who both had a ton of chips, Daryl Fish, and Billy Pilosoff.
Wow. It's a tough table right there. They're in trouble.
Not a
That's all I'm gonna say.
Not a fun table. Not a fun table at all. So, yeah. Pretty cool.
I got faith in Nancy. She's a hell of a player. She's got multiple WSOP circuit rings, and she's a crusher. So if they're underestimating her, they're in trouble.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. But that is a talented table going on over there. Jared Jaffe just got moved over here right in front of us. He's on the table with Pahuja. But they are moving quick, and we are now listed at 126. 126 left, so we are closing in on the moolah at 63. So we're getting, we're at that. We are at the halfway point. So half these players pick up coin, half of them, well, off to the other room to try and win that 3,500 back. But yeah, just looking around, Ms. Rocky got moved to a new table. Not very far though. He was looks like one table up, so good for him. You know, short shift. And he's actually right behind that table with Nancy Birnbaum and all those gunners. David Levy's still sitting over there with Matt Glantz. Looks like Glantz doing well. Boy, I tell you, it would be great to see Matt pick up a win. It's just hard. You know, let me hand him Matt Glantz here for a second because, of course, for those that don't know Matt, Matt is one of really the great cash game players of all time. No question about it. And organizes that big mix game that gets played up in Borgata all the time. In fact, last night, you want to know what they were playing last night, Nate?
100, 200? What were they playing?
100, 200? Is that your final answer?
Well, it could be 2-4, it could be 3-6, could be 500, 1,000.
4-8 is the answer to that question. 400, 800 last night.
Mixed? It was not just a Hold'em game.
400, 800 mixed game.
Yeah, you don't find that action in Hold'em very often anymore.
No, they play a lot of mixes. Of course, I mean, Matt does have some wins to his credit, but it has been a while since he's won a tournament. Last win for him was at Borgata, $1,500 buy-in, where he won $95,000. That was in 2011. Won a EPT high roller in London in 2009 for $862,000. Won an event at the Trump Classic. So you can tell we're backing up a little bit. Trump Classic title, $4,800 buy-in in 2007, where he picked up that was a championship event. He won 32-4 on that one, and then won a circuit event in Caesars Atlantic City in 2006. So Matt's on about a 4-year win dry streak here. But so we're waiting for Matt. Of course,
he's not on that big of a dry streak.
No,
he just doesn't have anything big on us. He's
it's still waiting.
He's a cash game crusher.
Hey, there's Al Can't Hand. By the way, drop it in there. No, Al Can't Hand. If you'd have seen what went on the camera, it was Al Can't Hand.
Did he hand off a camera and drop it?
Nope, just put his hand in front of the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, but Matt is one of those guys, probably got to be in the top 5 of the list of players that have not won a World Series bracelet and just keeps trying, and it'll happen someday for him. Look at Alex Bolt; he's pacing the table, looking to play to kill out there. I can tell he's like walking around looking for prey. Of course, a World Series bracelet winner this last year, 2014. Good guy, very nice guy. Got a chance to meet him this year and do an interview with him, and that's up on our YouTube channel, by the way, of course, somewhere if you want to check that out. Al Can't Hang.
I just rewatched our 2-minute interview with Ivy, but I watched the entire episode.
Yeah.
That was a fun episode. That was really fun.
It was. There's all sorts of awesome stuff.
Ivy, Ted Forrest. We got an off-camera interview with Huck Seed. And that was so fun. I can't wait to be back in the World Series midst.
Oh, God. I hope that we'll be doing things a little differently the World Series this year, but I'm planning on upgrading some stuff.
Good.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to be putting in a couple extra cameras, and if I can get a better laptop in here, should be a good time. We'll have some pretty exciting stuff going on at the World Series this year. I would like if Al Can't Hang has a second to stop over and say hi real quick because.
So that he can hang.
So yeah, Al does hang. Not very much from what the girls told me.
Not the Robin Williams kind of hang. Oh,
no,
too soon?
No, but Al is here. Of course, Al, one of us doing the blog coverage. He's the lead blog man. When we need something done around here, Al gets the call at 3:30 in the morning, and thank God for that. So Al Can't Hang. What's up, Mike?
This thing on?
It's on.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the apparently I'm the guy with the I'm the guy that gets things done in the early morning.
There you go. Sucks to be you.
I thought you were going to Ray Davis it there for a minute, Al.
What's that?
Hey, is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap. Is this
I did
thing
that.
on? Tap, tap, tap. For like
Testing.
10 minutes during Raymond Davis's live stream.
1 ball, 2 ball.
So what's going on over at Paradise Live at the Poker Night in America tapings?
When I left, it was still pretty calm. When they were doing the player introductions, all the players are introducing themselves, and Matt Affleck was the first one. I don't know if you were there for that. My name's Matt Affleck from Seattle, and blah, blah, blah. And Gavin Smith from the other side of the table goes, and he once cried on national television.
Oh, no.
That's mean.
He goes, I'm going to make you cry again.
Oh, my God.
Luckily, Matt takes it pretty well. So,
Oh, that's harsh.
I mean, Gavin can't be nearly as worse as Matt Savage, because Savage just destroys him at every opportunity with that. The one time at LAPC, I remember Matt put the replay of that incident up on the massive screen in the ballroom at LAPC. And Matt's looking at the screen, and somebody got a picture of him from behind of Matt looking at himself cry on TV.
Oh, my God. That's so horrible.
So, yeah, Savage is pretty brutal, but it's going pretty good. It was just warming up before I had to hop foot and get over here.
All right.
I have no idea what's going on in here. Something important going on today?
Just playing for $480,200.
Hey, look, Anthony.
That's not much.
Anthony Zeno right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Anthony's on that table, too.
Yeah.
Jesus. So we've got Stabinski, we've got Ludeman, we've got Bulletin, we've got Eunice, and we've got Anthony Zeno on that table.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to go, once I take a look. I mean, I can't imagine how many we have left.
126, according to the big board.
126. There's going to be a lot of tough tables in here now. I mean, there were some brutal tables just in day one. So,
well, we had the table yesterday with Ms. Rocky and
it was
Jason Mercier,
was
Dennis Phillips, and Derek Simon.
You're getting old, man. That was 2 days ago.
Or 2, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we had $32 million in career earnings between 3 people at that table. Jason Mercier in the 9 seat, Ms. Rocky in the 1 seat, and then just an extra November 9er with Dennis Phillips sitting in the 6th seat.
Yeah, and Derek Simon was on that table, too. And
Derek Simon replaced Dennis Phillips when Dennis got knocked out.
I thought he was in a different seat.
Yeah.
But
either way,
Derek came up and was actually the guy that ended up with those chips out of those guys.
Yeah, Mercier and Mizraki are 1-2 on the Florida all-time money list.
Yeah, how about that?
Who's 993rd in Pennsylvania?
That would be me. Isn't that exciting, Nate? I'm in the top 1,000 in Pennsylvania.
Of the 995 players that play.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen 995 Pennsylvania players in one spot. I don't even want to hear it.
He's a whole lot higher.
Yeah, but that jail is probably empty now.
He's a whole lot higher than me. I have 1 flag on Hendon Mob, and it's for a media event at the WSOP, where it says finish 7th for $0. It's the only time they ever reported the WSOP media event on the Hendon Mob.
Wow.
That's when I make a final table.
They didn't report your prize?
Yeah, it was a bunch of swag. I mean, I got like an iPad and a bag full of ESPN swag. And I'm pretty sure Annie Duke's book. That may have been a different year.
They could have put bag full of swag on your Hendon Mob.
Bag o' swag.
Bag o' swag.
Then that would rank me 992nd.
Oh, your bag of swag wouldn't have put me ahead.
There's at least 10 grand worth of swag in that bag.
There was not 10 grand of swag in that bag.
Anyway,
there's only a couple places in the world to get a
$10,000 swag bag. I really do.
Academy Awards.
It was like the old days of the old happy days of online poker when guys were just walking around bags of money for sponsorship deals. Man, I miss those days. That was fun.
Don't we all? I'd probably be a millionaire right now if we had that going on.
Do you think we'll ever get back international markets here in the U.S. legally?
Before I'm dead? I don't know. All my lifespan is like measured in weeks, not years.
Yeah, amen, brother.
I know. But Gavin's in town, so we'll see if I make it past the final table here.
That's a week gone.
He's here for 2 days, so I can.
Your beard's gonna grow more just because Gavin's there.
It's he's a hot freaking mess right now.
Oh yeah.
He's if he makes it through the day, I'll be surprised because Todd Anderson's already had to smack him down a couple times.
Really?
Hey,
Is he at least a walking disaster?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just he walked into the room and I'm surprised all the equipment didn't just collapse just because he was, he's a human bowling ball and just takes over everything.
Gavin tried to break my hand.
Oh yeah, he gave it a fine shot.
Oh my God, that was what I was talking about earlier. Neat. Yeah, Gavin, reached out to say hi. We slapped hands, and Gavin kept going. And boy, he really started leaning into those, didn't he?
Yeah, he.
I couldn't. I got to 5, and I was done.
Tell you what, man, he's got some weight behind behind those swings, and he's got big meaty Canadian hands.
Yes.
Big meaty Canadian hands.
Yeah, that looks like two. It's like
Thicker
thicker
than Canadian bacon, I tell you.
2 hams on the end of his arms.
Nice. Yep. So Poker Night in America going on over there. We got the tournament going over here. Obviously, still whittling some players down. Now listed at 117.
Yep, just broke another table.
Remaining. And
with 60 getting paid.
Yep, and we're getting ready to go to the break here in about 4 minutes. So we're going to have Nick Eunice stopping by. He's going to come over right when the break starts, with that massive stack of chips over there. That's a good pile. And then McCool Pahuja is going to stop by too.
McCool.
So we're double dipping.
Double dipping.
You betcha.
Wiggy. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, anything else?
That's pretty much it. We're getting ready for that break. So.
Go over the prize pool?
Yes, we have gone over the prize.
$480K.
Winner.
Not too shabby.
What would you do with it, Al? $480K.
I would
buy drinks.
I would light it on fire so fast. I don't know. 480K
Oh, come on.
in my
At least
pocket.
pay off Nolan Dola's credit card.
Ha!
No.
No.
I might not do it.
No, 480K. That would put I'd have to really test my liver out. I mean, I'm gonna. I could do some damage with 480K.
Oh God,
We'll go play a hooker, not a hooker.
Huh. Shit, they're all hookers at that point.
Yes, they are.
You got 480K in your pocket. They're all hookers at that point. It's just negotiation.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's the old, the old
Just
line. It's like, hey,
negotiation from that point forward.
Bison. South Dakota State sucks.
North Dakota State University, ladies and gentlemen.
Tom McCormick over there.
The Bison.
Bison.
Anyway, that old line. If will you sleep with me for $1 million? Sure. Will you sleep with me for $10? No. What, you think I'm a hooker? It's like we established that already. Now we're just negotiating.
Exactly.
480K. They're all hookers.
They are.
Who's your favorite to win it right now, Al?
Favorite to win? You know what? I haven't even looked around. Is Waxman still in? I know he was.
I don't know.
He was in for a while. I would like to, because Waxman won this event last year. It was much smaller. They've really built it up. I don't know. I really have no idea. I literally just walked in the door, so I don't even know who's among the 117 right now. Little Anthony over there. Wouldn't mind seeing Anthony win. Anthony Zeno. He won WBT Brigada.
Yep.
Does a fine job doing Irish car bombs.
Oh, does he now?
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube. Go check out YouTube.
All right. That's a winner.
Got Angel. Angel. She came in with 20K.
Angel Vu.
Angel Vu.
Amazing.
She's sitting next to former chip leader, starting the day, Elliot Zaidman, and I guess having him to your left, and guess that helps your chip stack.
Right there next with Kevin Stamen there too.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a nice little lineup.
That's a little murderer's row on that corner.
But yeah, once I take a look around here, I'll have a better idea of who I think has a chance. But I don't know. You're all worthy.
Yeah, there's just so much talent in here right now, and we'll see how this continues to shake down here. Of course, once again, Nick Eunice coming over, King of Chile.
1 minute.
Cool. Pahuja is going to come over too. So.
And I am getting the flock out of Dodge.
All right, flock you.
Flock you.
Flockamania. Say goodbye to Al. Can't hang, everybody.
Bye, Al.
He's getting ready to get back to work on shrpo.com. So more great information coming up for you as Al is going to be bopping back into the blog scene. But players are just getting ready to finish their last hand before the break starts. So we'll look forward to getting Nick Eunice over here. Nick is wearing a very interesting article of clothing that I'm going to ask him about.
I'm scared.
I'm not sure exactly what this thing is. It must be Chilean. It's the only explanation.
Is it a scarf? Is it what are you talking about?
I'm not sure.
What does it go over? What does the clothing fit over?
Well, you'll see everybody watching at home will see it here in a little bit. But yeah, Nick's piling some chips up over there. All right, so we'll say hi to Nick, who's definitely one of the chip leaders, no doubt about it. He's got a pile over there.
That makes you the chip leader.
Yep. Actually,
Your
looks
pile's
like
bigger than everybody else's.
it looks like he suckered. I mean, got Anthony Zeno to buy all the hundreds. That's such a pain in the ass. I swear to God.
Chipping up?
Being the one to buy all the chips at a color up.
Yeah.
Huge pain in the ass. All right, so as soon as Nick's all situated over there, we'll say hi to him. Nick's kind of, I mean, I think Nick is just really cold. I don't know, but he'll be meandering over here. He's going to come say hi. We'll swing him around here and get him in. And
Well, I did go over and play the Golden Nugget $50,000 guarantee with Dr. Rudy and Sly Poker Girl from the Big Ass Poker Team yesterday.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that in just a sec because Nick's here and they're on limited time. So let's get Nick on the show. His debut on the Mark Hoke Show, especially after kicking my ass. Nick,
hey, Mike,
how you doing there, buddy? Good to see you.
Great.
Make sure your mic's on there. You're all set. Move. You got to lean in there a little bit.
Is that good?
Now I gotta ask you, Nick. You got an interesting outfit going here? What's the deal?
All right. So basically, I became a Florida State Seminole fan this year. I have a lot of good friends that went to school there, and I like to bet on a game here and there. I bet on them to win the championship before the season started. So I've been sweating every game, and I went to the game with some of the poker guys when I was at WPT Jacksonville. We drove to Tallahassee in the middle of WPT Jacksonville for the day and came back for day 2 of the tournament. I went with Dolan and Burbick and a few of the other guys, and I bought this jersey, who's the kicker, who's
that's perfect.
an amazing kicker, and he's also Hispanic like myself, and every time I wear it, FSU wins, so I figured I would wear it for my 3rd bullet in this tournament, and I did really well, so I decided I'm going to just wear it till the end of the tournament.
There you go. And it seems to be working out, man. You got a nice pile over there, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I came in with about 102,000, and now I have 333, so I'm off to a great start.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, what's this shirt underneath the jersey?
This is just like a long-sleeve T-shirt with a hoodie. I find these are really nice for playing poker.
You should sell really those, man. Yeah. They do look comfortable.
Yeah, they're comfortable. They're not, you can still, have a hoodie on, but they're not thick, so you can throw something on top if you get cold.
So now I got to ask you the question. I mean, this is a big one. How has your life changed since you won the charity series of poker event and built your complete poker reputation on beating me in decisive fashion? How has your life changed?
I mean, winning a tournament was nothing. It was the fact that it was heads up against you. I think that's where I got all the bragging rights. I mean, I find people are folding to my 3 bets now. And it's just
which I didn't do at all. But I believed you.
No, but that was a great.
You were on here though, weren't you? You were getting some cards.
That final table I don't. Yeah.
Well, you and I were going at it. You were hitting.
I remember
cards.
I had a lot of hands in the heads up, so definitely. Yeah, I mean you got to run good to win a tournament at the end, But I had some key hands that I played pretty well too, so I'm kind of proud of that one.
Yeah, well, it's a very impressive performance for you there. So now, man, $480,000 on top of this thing. What would that mean to you to win it?
It would be pretty amazing right now. Yeah, it would be pretty epic. I would definitely be my biggest score. I would be extremely proud of that. So. It would allow me to maybe do more traveling and play more events, which is what I do. So it would be great.
Any plans to come out to Vegas soon? Because I want to get you on our show on KLAV and have you hang out with us.
I was going to go to the Bellagio, but I decided to go to a tournament in Colombia instead.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing a poker seminar down there, and I think I'm going to be doing a talk, which I've never done, so I figured it was a good challenge for me because I've never done any public speaking. So I'm going to Colombia for a week, and I believe that that coincides with the Bellagio 10K. So if it doesn't, I'll still try and make it. I have to check. But other than that, I don't really have plans to go to Vegas until the summer for the World Series. But that could change. I know there's some really good events in the West Coast in March, so maybe I'll maybe I'll make a pit stop.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. Okay, last one. I'll let you get going.
Yep, no problem.
What is it like to be the #1 ranked player in a country? I mean, that is just too cool.
Well, it is. That's why I put it on my Twitter bio, because I feel like, being the best in a country is really special. I'm also really proud to be born in Chile, and I try to represent Chile in everything I do poker related. So, it's exciting for me to be able to say that I'm, as far as live tournaments go, I'm ranked #1 right now. So I'm hoping to keep that for as long as possible. But it's really special to me.
Well, that $480,000 would go a long way in doing that.
Oh, for sure.
So we'll be rooting for you over here, Nick. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming
Mark.
over. Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks.
Nick Eunice, everybody. The man who crushed my hopes. Destroyed my dreams.
Did he just call you Mike?
No. But great guy. I tell you what, one of the nicest guys I've ever met out here on the poker circuit too. I mean, just love the guy to death. So Nick Eunice stopping by there, and that's a name I got to tell you you're gonna be watching for the next few years. Brilliant player, smart guy. He did cost Al and I money, both of us, yes. But that's okay. But, Nick with a massive stack over there right now, looking good. So Mukul Pahuja is going to come over here and say hi to us in a couple minutes, too. So we're looking forward to having the reigning WPT Player of the Year coming over. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll be awaiting
That's a title I want one day.
I'm sorry?
That's a title I want one day. I've never played in a WPT event, and I think it's time I at least give one a shot.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one of their side events.
Yeah, by the way,
Poker Room Trophy.
What,
Trophy House.
Pittsburgh nearly rallied to win that game against the Saints. Wow. 35-32 the final.
Wow.
Yep. So Mukul is on his way over here, so we'll get to say hi to the man who conquered the World Poker Tour last season. And did it without winning a title, by the way. Only the third guy to do that. I mean, that's, you'd like to say, yeah, I won a title. But how impressive is that?
Player of the Year is still huge. I mean, as long as you're in there competing and you're doing well, making a couple final tables, you've got a shot at it.
Well, that's just a sign of incredible consistency. I mean, that means every tournament you're going out there and you're playing solid against the best in the world. So
and that's what matters. You got to make some draws, but besides that, you gotta play the cards that you're dealt, because you can't win by folding. We all know that.
Yep. Well, McCool is on his way over as soon as they've got us kind of barricaded in. They moved the tables right up against the VIP area that we've got. So to come back here, you got to go through the curtain and like you're a superstar and come on in here. We'll give McCool the headphones and get him in here. What's up, big man? How you doing?
Not much. I'm doing very well. How are you?
Good. Hey, happy to finally have you on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it's going to be a short one here, but so how's it going over here? It looks like you're fighting back.
Yeah, I'm fighting back. A couple tough levels. I started the day really well with 144K and got down to about 45K this last level, fighting back up to about the mid-60s. So we're working with 20-something bigs, 22 bigs. Going to the next level. Got to fight, try to get in that money.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing that's really interesting right now is as we're seeing these tables consolidate, there are some brutal tables starting to shape up in here. I know Jaffe just sat down with you over there, I think, and just a wild time here. It's not going to be easy winning this tournament.
No, my first table was incredible for this day too. It had it was me, Grinder, Jason Mercier, and who else was there? My buddy Jared Uderman and a couple other pretty good players. That's a pretty tough day 2 table for this tournament, I think. But yeah, especially once we get up to 90-minute levels for the rest of the tournament after tonight, you're going to see the cream really rise, and you give a lot of time to the better players to do their magic, and it's going to be a tough one. I feel pretty confident I'll know at least half the final table. I mean, there's some really good players here, and but it's a great tournament. It's a pretty good turnout.
Yep, and you're not too bad yourself. I know we were mentioned about the blog about just the rise that you've had over the past few years, and of course you and Vinny, your brother, have just been tearing up Atlantic City, and now finally, you broke through, win the WPT Player of the Year award. What did that mean to you, bringing that thing home?
It was amazing. It was really nice to win something. Been trying hard to try to win a major title, but that was a really nice consolation to get close a few times. It was nice to have a little extra motivation, finish the season strong. I came back here in April, second to last event, and took second, second biggest WPT score. So I think a large part that was due to how motivated I was to separate myself from the guys that were really on my heels in the WPT Player of the Year race. So it was nice to just have something to go after. And it's a pretty prestigious award. There's some really big names in the game that started out their careers by winning that award, the WPT titles as well, but as well as winning the Player of the Year. So it was nice to get something like that on their resume for sure.
How cool is it that you and your brother are both ascending the game at the same time? And you pretty much started out this thing together, and we're doing very well in Borgata on the East Coast, and now you've both arrived on the scene. I mean, it must be nice to be able to share that with him.
Yeah, definitely. And Vinny was been doing it. Vinny, you talk to any of the regular East Coast grinders, Vinny's been doing it for a while, and he's one of the most consummate professionals. Just been grinding, for a while, and really had his breakout year in 2007, 2008. I think he finished top 10 in some of the POI stuff, card player and whatnot. Had some real good scores, and it was kind of his introduction to live tournaments. And I was still playing cash games for the most part, a little bit online, like sit and goes and stuff when I was in college while he was kind of going on his tear. And then I'm like, oh, these live tournaments, these seem pretty interesting. He was crushing it. So I started playing them a little bit, and we just kept talking hands and talking to our friends, and he started getting online a bit more with the MTTs, and just keep progressing. We both just have the same mentality, trying to get better every day, and talking to people who can help us do that, and just keep playing as much as we can. He's been a little bit off the live scene as of late. He's really trying to transition to becoming a better online player, but I just, I want to travel as much as I can before, I really settle down with my wife and start a family and whatnot. So it's been fun traveling a bit here and there, and experiencing some of the bigger tournaments that there are all around the world.
What's been the biggest shock to you with being out there on the circuit? Some of the things that you've seen and experienced. What was something maybe that really kind of like, wow, I can't believe this is going on, or just you were in awe of as you traveled the circuit?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I've only really been traveling, pretty good over the past couple of years, and it's mainly been Atlantic City, as you said. My background, it's Atlantic City, and ever since I moved down here 3.5 years ago, it's just been grinding the local stuff. And then as of mid 2013, when I started hitting it a little bit bigger, I've been doing mostly the domestic stuff. I went to California and stuff, Las Vegas and whatnot. And just this past few months, I went out to London. It just I don't know, in awe of what the world has to offer, to be honest with you. I went to London, Paris with my wife last month, and it's going to be Amsterdam and Prague next month.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Yeah, just getting to enjoy it. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to just seeing what the world has to offer, even outside of poker as well. But I don't know. Just really anticipating all the great stuff you get to experience. That it's not everybody. Everybody grinds this life, this poker tournaments and stuff. Not everyone's privileged enough to get to do the things I'm about to get to do. So it's really exciting. I just want to take advantage of it. I'm really grateful.
Well, we hope that another thing you get to take advantage of is the rest of this field and get to this final table up here.
Yeah, that'd be great. This is a great tournament.
Well, we wish you all the best. I know you get back in there.
All right.
Thanks for stopping over. I appreciate it.
No problem.
There you go, guys. The reigning WPT Player of the Year, Mukul Pahuja, joined us. I think the camera got bumped again. Well, I wasn't watching.
Could be $480,000 richer at the end of this
He
tournament.
could be. He's an incredibly talented player. And, I can... Yeah, I feel a little weird. I got to retilt this camera, so I'm going to be reaching out to everybody here. Are we ready? Here we go. I'm coming into your homes. Watch this.
Oh, no.
There you go. That's a little better. But yeah, I got to know Vinny first out in Atlantic City covering events out the Borgata. We actually saw Vinny win a tournament out there, and I think I did the write-up on that too. But Vinny, just those guys just play such fearless poker. They are brutal at the table. And you do not want to show any weakness around either of those guys, because if you do, they're going to tear you apart. And, Vinny right now, like I said, climbing back into this tournament, looking pretty good as he makes a move to try and win this championship. So there you go. Hey, we got 2 good interviews in there. How about that?
Fantastic interviews.
Yeah. Quick, but good.
Yeah.
I'm not used to
You got another one coming,
yeah,
right?
I'm not used to doing those 5-minute interviews. We get to do them on occasion, but most of the time it's a half an hour, because we want the world to get to know all these guys. Right now, listing 115 players left. Cards are back in the air as we hit level 15. 1,500, 3,580 on this one. Total chips in play looks like it's about a little over 18 million. So everybody's looking around 156 for chip average at this point. And once again, 115. So I think that puts us around 13 tables or so, ballpark where we're at. Man, this is going to be a well, I can't, I'm sitting down. I can't stand up and count, goofball.
Well, you're not tall enough, that's why.
Nate Dallin, you are I'll tell you what. Hey, we got to get one more break in before we close things out for the broadcast, today's broadcast. And, of course, don't forget, we'll be back on tomorrow over in Paradise Live, covering the Poker Night in America tapings. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's take a break, and we will be right back on the Mark Hoke. Hi, Mark Hoke, that's me.
If somebody could bring him a telephone book, he'd be able to see and tell us who all is there.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Faced Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Faced Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
You like me. You really like me. Hey, it's Mark Hoke. What's up, everybody? We're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. Nate Dowland, of course, co-host on the show. What's up, Nate?
It's beautiful out here in Las Vegas today. It's cloudy, kind of chilly.
Oh, that's good. Not really.
I don't know.
Hey, we have an update coming in. There's another baller in the house that we hadn't mentioned
Another
yet.
baller.
But we probably should, because he's just reported that he is up nearly at 400,000 chips for Rozjaka.
The toilet.
On the big board. He is rolling it right now. Just won a big pot a little while ago, and he is now at said he's at 390. So that's definitely got to put him towards as one of the chip leaders in the house for sure. So for Rozjaka, boy, I'll tell you what, this could be one.
Another talented commentator, though.
Man, this could be one sensational final table. Unbelievable. I think everybody's just scared to come down here. That's why some of them don't. Why we missed another guarantee? Everybody's just scared. No, but it was interesting. It was unfortunately missed that. But one thing that I was talking to talking to Dave Grubb, who's kind of running things down here, and Dave, Dave said, I think one thing we got to do, two things. We got to add a third day onto this thing, because actually, by the way, this is a huge jump from last year's series. By the way, this is the first time they did this $2 million guarantee on this event, and they just wrecked it. I mean, in terms of numbers from last year to this year, I mean, incredible improvement. But they only ran late reg through the dinner break, and that was 6 levels plus the dinner break, and hour levels. And one thing that they noticed at the end, that over 30%, like 35, 37% of players in the 2 flights got through to day 2. And you usually know in a lot of tournaments, I'm sure you've seen this, Nate, that it typically it's around 10 to 15% of that. So they may have needed to shorten the levels up a little bit or extend registration a little bit longer. I mean, they only had to pick up 24 entries. So, if you take registration out,
I'm surprised it wasn't eight reg or
exactly
8 levels of registration.
Yeah, because in all their other tournaments, that's usually when registration ends, after the dinner break, after level 8. But they cut it off at level 6 this time, and in this one, I don't know if they were trying to be generous or what, but so I'm sure that's going to get changed for sure next time around. Of course, the next time around for these guys down here at Seminole Hard Rock, and hopefully we'll be down here. We're working on the negotiations on that, so they'll be sitting down to talk about it next week. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. But the Lucky Hearts Poker Open is coming up down here, and it's not far away, Nate.
It's not.
Did you know that? Did you know that? We're not far off at all. In fact, by the way, it's coming up here on January 22nd, starting up the next series here at Seminole Hard Rock. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open. So keep checking out SeminoleHardRockPokerOpen.com or SHRPO.com, and more information will be up for that series coming up here at the end of January. So maybe we'll all be coming to Florida this time.
That would be fun.
I'm trying. We'll see how it goes, but I'm trying. Would you like to come to Florida, Nate?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you would. In January, even in Las Vegas, I mean, it still gets a little chilly down, in Las Vegas. We're in the desert, so
it's kind of cold. Yeah. I'd love to hit Florida this time of year.
But last time I heard, I believe it's a $3 million guarantee on that one. Last I heard, so we'll see where that ends up. But should be a great one. So make sure you check that out. But of course, speaking of traveling, I want to make sure we get to mention this, too. I mean, we got a lot of business. Nate, we have so much business to take care of on the show.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
We can handle more.
Yeah. Hey, there's more and more coming every day. But we are going to be headed up to the High Mountain Poker Palace. I'm going from Florida, about as far southeast as you can get, to pushing it up to the Pacific Northwest. High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon. The series starts on Thursday. Nate and I will be arriving Friday off the plane into the fire. A ton of live streams up there. The live streaming 8 events. I know we'll be doing. I'll be doing 7 of them for sure, because I think we're going to miss the first one unless they bump it a day or something like that. But all those live streams and great events with the 2-pair poker tour. Oh my goodness, it is going to be an amazing, amazing time. You can't wait, can you, Nate?
I can't. It's going to be so fun, and those events are so affordable.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great parts about the 2-pair poker tour. You get an amazing structure. I mean, he's worked with a lot of people like Matt Savage and so on to put these structures together. But your main event, that is $880 buy-in on that. Starting on Friday, we got a $1,500 high roller going on Thursday the 11th, and a bunch of buy-ins that ranging. With your main events ranging from $340, $400, so it's nothing outrageous. Plus a bunch of other buy-ins, $150. There's even they got a satellite for $90. I mean, you can't beat that. Plus you're getting all those live streams. Odds are good that if you show up and you have talent, that you're going to be on everybody's interwebs.
And heck, you could just stop and read a book on your way and do just about as good as the most talented players in the world over there.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's going to be a great time. So we want you to come up, check out go to number2pairpoker.net. You can get all the information. Of course, we got a really nice hotel deal for you there too at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield. You can check that out too. But yeah, gonna be a blast. We're looking forward to it. Hopping on the planes again and off to Eugene, Oregon. Will we see a duck? You think
I'm going to see more snow there than I will here all year.
Probably, but I hope we see ducks. Need to find some ducks. Won't be, unfortunately, the Pac-10 championship nowhere nearby there, but I don't know. Maybe we'll go to a volleyball game or something. No, actually, they're wrapping up too. I'll have to see if they made the NCAA, going to make the NCAA tournament or not. But there's basketball. Maybe we'll get some Oregon Duck basketball.
There you go.
If we can escape the casino, that is. But
I doubt it.
I doubt
if we'll be able to escape.
I doubt it.
There's
too.
a lot of things going on, and I want to cover the cash room too a little bit, just so people know what's going on, because there's a lot more cash players out there than there are tournament players.
Yeah, it should be a great time. So once again, the High Mountain Poker Palace, Eugene, Oregon. Should be a good time, man. So please join us. number2pairpoker.net. By the way, for those of you doing shopping, here's all your discount codes that we have through the show. Because, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So fire it up with the Mark Hoke Show. We've got 10% off at pokershop.com. And anything you need, guys. Anything you need for your poker room. Whether it's cards, chips, all that standard stuff. All the way up to mini bars and everything else. They've got it at pokershop.com. 10% off with the code HOKE. It's HOKE, in case you still haven't figured out how to spell the name of the show yet. So hopping over there to pokershop.com. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com. Who else has discount codes? We've got Blind Squirrel Apparel, 20% off with the kids at Blind Squirrel. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel. Dutch Boyd's got his great new book. That's a Christmas gift for you. Put that right in the stocking at the top. You can have Dutch. This would be great for a poker player. Picture this. All right, we're gonna paint a picture for you. So the stockings are hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Dutch Boyd and his sunglasses will be hanging out of there. The glowing Christmas tree, the lighted fire at the fireplace, and a copy of Poker Tilt with Dutch's face, those big sunglasses poking right out of the top of your Christmas stocking. Now, wouldn't that be a great thing to see if you were a poker player?
Yes, it would.
It would. So check it out, pokertilt.com.
Alongside with a very nice pair of Blue Shark optics. Get 10% off with code VegasNate. One word.
Had to sneak that in, didn't you?
I did. Had to.
God, you could have let me finish the Dutch Boyd promo first. But go to pokertilt.com. Available on Amazon. I don't know if they're still running that special on Kindle or not. But if you got it,
only through today. Tomorrow the price goes up. So if you're looking for a great gift, get out there and get on Amazon today.
Yep. So the 3-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Great book, Poker Tilt. And hey, if you need help with your website, maybe you know somebody that's doing some business, right, and needs a little help. Their website kind of it sucks. Well, there's one person to call. You know who that is, right, Nate?
Blue Rail.
Oh, it's Bob Lusk at Blue Rail in Blue Rail Incorporated. Give Bob a call, 522-820-5128. It's 522-820-5128. Of course, the internet home of the Mark Hoke Show. Check them out, bluerail.net. How far do you want to go? Who else do we have to mention? Of course, we have the Grindettes. Jamie Kirsten will be down here for the Poker Night America tapings. Go to grindettes.com. Grindettes on Facebook, or the Grindettes on Facebook, at Grindettes on Twitter. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm trying not to bust up laughing, but the security guard at the end of our tables, I don't know what he was doing down there, but if you saw the microphone shaking, that was it. So
the microphone was shaking because of a security guard at the end of the table?
Yeah, he was banging his arm on the table and was shaking us up here. I thought we were a little Florida earthquake going on there. It's kind of scary.
Are you being harassed?
No, it's okay. I'm not being harassed. I think he's all right now. Hey, the Nevada Poker League's got their thing going on, too, in Las Vegas. Play poker for free. Beat Joe Payne. He puts bounties on his head all the time. It's pretty fun. Check it out at NevadaPokerLeague.com. $50,000 in cash and prizes available for you there at NevadaPokerLeague.com. 17 plus locations, all for you. You can play every one of them if you want to. So have a good time.
I've played a lot
that.
of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
And, of course, don't forget Poker Night in America. We are, of course, going to be working with Poker Night in America. Sounds like I'll be shooting some stuff for our big ad. That's going to be fun. Cannot wait. But Poker Night in America airing on CBS Sports Network Sundays at 10 p.m. every week. That's right, every week. So check it out. And, of course, you want to get more information about the show, pokernight.com is your website.
Everybody has to have a poker night.
Oh. And they were looking for players today, too, because of everybody getting stuck in this tournament.
Getting stuck. That's where they actually want to be. If
you're
playing Poker Night in America, you're not where you want to be because you want to be playing for $480,000.
Yeah, exactly. But, they were looking for a couple players today.
Sign up, Mark.
Well, Todd asked me,
and need a little bit of a stake.
Well, Todd asked me, and I said, well, if you got $5,000, I'll hop in. And he said, you have to have money to play poker, right? And I'm like, yeah.
You have to have money to play poker?
Yeah, you do.
What do you mean? We're playing for keeps?
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean?
It's for real. It is. Well, it's funny because some people I can't speak for other TV shows because there's always been speculation out there. Are these guys really putting their money in to play on the show, or is it just all faked up? I can tell you that I watched people buying into Poker Night in America. I watched them do it. So I mean, this is legit. This is real money on the line, but a lot of fun too. And certainly
you can ask some people that have played in the cash game, like Christy Arnett, who didn't do so well. It can cost you a ton of money.
Yep.
And a $5,000 to $20,000 buy-in. That's a ton of money on the line right there.
It's the price of fame, kids. But check it out at Poker Night in America. Great show. Oh my goodness!
I'd so love to sit down with $20K at the table and take on those loves.
I'm working on it. Part of the deal that I made with Poker Night in America is if I can get the stake, I'm in.
So contact Mark at Mark Hoke on Twitter.
I'll tell you what, and I know their next taping is going to be at the Borgata, so we may try to work on getting out to that one.
Jersey, huh?
Yep, coming up.
I've never been.
Coming up.
Don't plan to be, so don't sign me up for that one.
Yeah, but that's. Yeah, but you're in the Borgata, Nate. It's safe in there.
I guess I'd love to go out and try party poker. So yeah, I'll try it.
Okay,
I'd give it a shot.
All right, there you go. So
I really want to do it because party poker has a $50K guarantee every Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll work on that.
That would be interesting.
We'll work on that. Get Mark Hoke on Poker Night in America. Oh, what would I wear?
Whatever the sponsor told you to wear.
No, that's true. That's what I should do. I should just get the sponsors to kick it in.
That's right.
10 sponsors, $500.
They can fire it off as an advertising expense. You'll wear their clothing. They can cut it off as an advertising expense, and you can take the profit.
There you go.
Boom.
Patch me up.
That's right.
God, I look like a freaking NASCAR. I'd be wearing a patch on my forehead. It's like
the $3 patch.
I'll turn around.
But you could price out the ones that you put on your forehead, though. The one on your forehead would cost like $2,400.
The one on my backside, I'll charge $50 for that one. I'll just make sure I stand up every once in a while. Yeah, it'd be fun. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, but anyway, and hey, but don't forget on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. is, kind of the flagship show. We're on KLAV 1230 a.m. with Nate and Joe Payne of the Nevada Poker League, and of course, Blackjack legend on the show. That is Wednesdays, 3 p.m. on KLAV 1230 a.m., KLAV1230am.com for everybody else out there outside of Las Vegas, whether you're in the United States, around the world, Mars, Venus, the world of the yip-yips, wherever you happen to be, KLAV1230am.com. Follow the show at Mark Hoke Show on Twitter, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. We'd certainly appreciate that as well. Oh, and we're down to 108. Now that we're done promoting it.
Where's the money start?
63.
How many entered?
Total entries was 601.
Wow. That's a lot of people putting up that kind of money.
Yeah, I mean, it's way up from last year. So anybody that's busting their chops about not getting 24 entries, well, you know what?
It's a gift.
It is a gift.
It is a gift. Weekend after Thanksgiving, some people didn't make it, but it was an Alan Kessler approved structure.
Oh, yeah, how can you beat that? Yeah, but I tell you one thing I'm noticing too is it's starting to get a little chattier in here. We're gathering some more spectators and a lot more noise in here. Everybody's kind of getting a little bit hyped up. You can feel the tension in the room as we are on level 10, 1,500, 3,000 blinds, 500 ante, 108 left in this one. And, of course, this one's going to be going on for a while. We got day 3 tomorrow, day 4 on Tuesday, and day 5, your final table. That one's starting at 1 o'clock, and that's going to be live streamed by the Poker Night in America team, 30-minute delay. So it should be a great one coming up down here. And, by the way, there's still a couple more events. I want to make sure to mention this, too. A couple more events if you want to come down and play. Now, 3 of them burned off today with a Big Stack Turbo No Limit Hold'em re-entry tournament. That started at noon, $200 buy-in. The $1,650 Purple Chip No Limit Hold'em Bounty Tournament. That one also started at 3 today. And then at 5 o'clock, the $150 No Limit Hold'em re-entry, $50,000 guarantee. That one's starting in just a couple of minutes. So some good ones going on there, and still plenty of time, obviously, to get into that the 150, and I'm sure you can probably still register for the 1650 too. And one more event starting tomorrow, a $300 deep stack Black Chip Bounty No Limit Hold'em re-entry, $30,000 guaranteed tournament. That one kicking off at noon tomorrow. That is the last official event of the series. That's a mouthful, by the way.
Yeah.
Stay that along with me, Nate. Deep stack, Black Chip, Bounty, No Limit Hold'em, re-entry, $30,000 guaranteed. Oy.
A re-entry bounty. That's almost unheard of.
It's so sick, isn't it? Yeah, there's only one tournament here that was a complete freeze-out. Everything else is re-entry.
Melissa Burr had to Wikipedia freeze out to find out what it was.
She did. Somebody else asked that. I forgot who it was, but it was a fairly experienced player that asked me what a freeze-out was, and I was like, you don't know?
They turn the air conditioning down, and you got to wear a jacket.
Yeah, my how times have changed for sure. Unbelievable. Well, once again, listed at 108 left here in the main event, and you'll be able to follow everything going on at shrpo.com. That's shrpo.com. Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. So
SHRPO.
Yep, and Twitter SHRPO, Twitter hashtag SHRPO. If you want to say hi to everybody and keep up with what's going on. Let me see if we got any more. I'm going to see if there's any more updates before we wrap this show up. What a great show, by the way. Boy,
so fun.
Al Can Hang, Nick Eunice, and Vinny Pahuja. Oh, we do have an update. Matt Waxman.
No, that was not Vinny.
Or McCool Pahuja, excuse me. Thank you.
Don't confuse the brothers.
I know Vinny better than I know McCool, but that was cool. Matt Waxman.
Well, hey, there's your steak right there, man. Got to get the name right, though.
Thanks a lot. But Matt Waxman has been eliminated, so we're going to have a new champion down here. Waxman, let's see. Don't see who eliminated him, but went all in with a ace club, 8 diamond, 4 diamond, king diamond. Let's see. And he was against top 2, ace, king of hearts. Matt did have a diamond in his hand, but it did not work out, and Matt Waxman has been eliminated, so the champ is out of there. So we say
Before
goodbye
the money,
to him.
Bubble Boy.
Let's see. Mike Wang, another, not Young Wang, the Borgata champion, but Mike Wang chips up to 100K, so he is in there. And I think that's all the. Let me see. Well, let me look on Twitter real fast to see if anything else came over. Tristan Wade is up to 235,000. So creative, making a nice run here. He had a good run in a tournament earlier in the series. I think it was event 1. Went pretty deep. And I think, I think that's about all we got. So that's where we stand right now, guys. So if you want to keep up with everything, once again, it's shrpo.com. Nate, awesome show, brother.
Well, thank you, Mark. Great show for you.
Yep. So, guys,
For us.
so we will see you guys once again tomorrow. We'll be in the Poker Night over at Paradise Live for the Poker Night in America tapings coming up here, and that should be a lot of fun. We'll see what kind of, as players get knocked out of here, that means it's going to be a lot of crazies on that table.
And if you want to live vicariously in Poker Night in America, Nancy Birnbaum, Blue Shark Optics Pro, is looking for backers. You can reach her on Twitter. So look her up on Twitter, Nancy Birnbaum, and send her some cash. That way you can live vicariously and play some poker.
All right, there you go. So that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. Once again, we're going to come back tomorrow. Same bat time tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Time. And then, of course, we're going to pull double duty on Tuesday before we're out of here. I'll be on a big old airplane on 7:30 in the morning on Wednesday, coming home to say hi to everybody, do a show, give my daughter a birthday hug.
And pick me up and fly away again.
Say hi to my wife, and off we go up to Eugene. So that's going to do it for us today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We do appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow here live from the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy the footy football. We'll catch you tomorrow.